everybody. Today I'm here with one of the Vistage members of my group, Daniel McCaul. Daniel, welcome and thank you for joining me today.
Good morning, Scott. Nice to see you today.
Hey, you've now been in a Vistage group with me, I think over 4, maybe approaching 5 years. How long
Yeah,
is it?
getting close to 5 years now. Yeah,
Yeah, time is flying, I must say.
it really is.
Why don't you tell us, why did you join Vistage to begin with?
The main reason for joining Vistage was to really kind of be part of a group of like-minded professionals that are on a career journey and really need to have a place where they can have a sounding board and kind of bounce ideas off of each other and really, you know, kind of have be on a common path toward growth in our careers and in our lives, and have a confidential place to really discuss a lot of issues that come up along the way, and really have a kind of a a place where we can be open with each other and also have a little bit of accountability around what we talk about and what plans we make. So
Now,
the main reason was really because my boss was in this group, was in a Vistage group, and he wanted me to kind of look into it, see if it would be helpful to me as well, and got into it and found it to be immensely helpful.
nice. Well, for the people that don't know you, why don't you describe what you do, the type of business you're in? You run a sales organization. How big is the organization? Give us a few stats.
Yeah, so I work for Colonial Chemical, and I am the sales director for North America. And we are a specialty chemical manufacturing firm based here in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. And so I have responsibility for the sales team in North America. I manage 9 salespeople all over the U.S., which requires me to travel quite a bit and go see my salespeople, go see customers with them. And we are really a manufacturing company. We make surfactant chemistries that go into different products like personal care products, home cleaning products, oil and gas products, metalworking, industrial lubrication, a lot of different market segments that our products can be found in. So we've got a wide range of industries we have to know about, and a broad product line that we have to know quite a bit about, and be able to go out and sell. So the job is very busy with managing pricing, negotiations, contracts, and then people. Managing people is a big part of the job. A lot of those challenges that come up in managing people are common throughout a lot of different businesses, and coming to Vistage and hearing about the experiences other people have had with managing people can be extremely helpful in a sales management kind of.
So, Daniel, in your close to 5 years in the group, you've processed a lot of issues along the way, and confidentiality is part of what Vistage is all about. But are there a few of the issues you've processed that you don't mind sharing, and how processing those issues helped you out?
Sure. So there's been a lot of different types of issues that I've talked through with the group. Some, for example, would be issues with organizational structure. That has been that's been a very kind of difficult area for me, trying to figure out the right structure for my team, and really how I fit in the business that I'm in. So it's been very helpful to hear some of the ideas that others have had that work for either privately held or family-owned businesses, and what kind of experiences they've had with structuring a deal for themselves and also a deal for their team, and how to set up their team and really be set up well for growth. So that's been a very helpful area to process issues. But also, one of the great parts about Vistage is the ability to process personal issues. There have been very, very big issues in my life personally that I've needed to talk through just a group of other adults that have been through a lot as well, and have had their own struggles and their own challenges in life, and have some very creative and constructive ways that they've handled those. So, I've had a very good experience in Vistage with processing some personal issues as well, and also bringing some of my experiences to help out some of the people in the group that have had personal issues along the way as well. So it's a nice mix of being able to really talk through kind of anything going on in life that could be either impeding your growth or could be an opportunity to more growth. So that's been my experience with processing issues so far. It's been extremely helpful.
Well, one of the things I've enjoyed working with you on, Daniel, is the ups and downs and the demands of your business. COVID, manufacturing, supply chain issues. How do you reprice based on, the manufacturing challenges, supply chain issues, and the ups and downs. And it seems to me like you and I've been through an awful lot together, and it's been fun to go through that with you along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Even, it's very interesting to hear about the businesses other people are in, what kind of issues they're facing. With COVID, I remember, near the beginning of that, we were talking a lot about remote work and how do we handle this new world of remote work. And it was very much a consensus that we were going to be remote, and it was going to be, we're never going back to in office. And now you see today, everybody seems to be trying to get their people back into the office and kind of working and collaborating together again. And that seems to be the direction management is pushing in a lot of different businesses. So yeah, it's been fun to see how that's developed. And then of course, your business in particular was very affected, and that remote work and being able to do your job from anywhere was great for you guys for the outset. And it was, things were really great for us too as a cleaning products or cleaning chemistries manufacturer. It was the doors were blowing off the place. And then we get into 2023 and there's all this destocking and everybody's, oh gosh, everybody's bought too much stuff, and we're headed back down, and then just so much uncertainty happens and has happened in the last several years. And being a part of this group and being able to talk through a lot of that has really helped quite a bit.
So one of the unique things about you, Daniel, is you started with us in Atlanta, because we're an Atlanta-based group, and then you moved to Tennessee. And you're still coming down to Atlanta to attend our meetings. And not that we do this often, but we even had an opportunity to come up and see you in Tennessee as a group. So I've always admired that you've stuck with it, and maybe talk about the relationships of the group and what it means to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So being in an Atlanta group is great because Chattanooga, I love being in Chattanooga. The relocation to Chattanooga was another issue to process that Vistage helped out with quite a bit. but Chattanooga is very kind of it's a big small town where everybody knows each other, and the confidentiality that you get in a big city and being in a group there where there are no touch points between my business and any of the people that are in the Vistage group. But the relationships developed over time have been really invaluable. Like I kind of I know where a lot of the people are coming from in the group at this point, and so having some of those perspectives and looking forward to the perspectives that I think people are going to bring to an issue that I might want to process. I wouldn't want to do it with any other group. So it's absolutely worth the drive to come down to Atlanta and join you guys on a monthly basis, and spend a whole day talking about what's going on in the world and what's going on in business, and then talking through what's happening in other people's businesses. It's absolutely worth the time investment to make that trip. It's not too bad of a drive. It's about 2 hours down, 2 hours back. So,
Right.
But it was great to have you guys up too to Chattanooga. Get the whole team on the road just to see what it's like up here as well.
Well, you made it very comfortable for us as a host, so we certainly appreciated that.
Yeah.
One of the other things that we do outside of the peer-to-peer advisory meetings is you and I have one-on-one conversations occasionally to get caught up in between meetings. Has that been valuable for you?
Yes, the one-on-ones are great because we can kind of take an issue that needs to be processed, take it offline, and really talk through it and build a plan, and really talk through some of the accountability issues that come along. Sometimes the group doesn't hammer all the accountability points that you get to in the one-to-one. So you do a great job of keeping great notes on what people said they were going to do and making sure we do them. So the one-to-one is very helpful in that aspect. And not to say that you're like the like the school principal or anything, but you're very good at giving the soft reminder that this is what you said you were going to do. You gotta be accountable and handle what you said you were going to do. So yeah, it's been great to have those one-to-ones, to be able to really take an issue offline and process it in depth.
Right. Well, Daniel, I appreciate you taking the time to give this overview. Enjoying working with you and having you part of the group, and appreciate everything that you bring to the group as well.
Thank you, Scott. It's been awesome, and I look forward to many more years.